Hello everybody, today we are in the Avenues stand at the World Poultry Congress in Paris. I'm Camila Alfaro, I'm from the editorial staff of the magazine. I'm here with Dr. Comfort Acheampong. She is a doctor in international agriculture and currently she is the coordinator of the Ghana National Aid Campaign Secretariat. Welcome Dr. Comfort and thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you so much. Greetings from Ghana to you.
Thank you so much. Today we are going to make an interview that will be about the egg production in Ghana. Therefore, Dr. Comfort, my first question is, could you please tell us about your organization? For example, what is it, what are the objectives, and so on?
Thank you very much for this question. The name of the organization is the Ghana National Egg Campaign Secretariat. This organization came to being after an American project called the Ghana Poultry Project and the Amplifies. Both projects were funded by the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture. They started this project. And before they came in, they went around to support poultry farmers to be able to produce feed, which is the main cost of rearing birds, to help them to produce cheaper but quality feed. So the whole project started in 2015. Then after 2 years, there was plenty of eggs and the farmers could not sell the eggs. So the idea came that why don't we find out why the Ghana people are not eating eggs? So that is where the Ghana Egg Campaign started. But after 5 years, the Americans were gone. But the Ghana people had accepted this National Egg Campaign. So the stakeholders in Ghana, when I talk of stakeholders, I mean the poultry farmers, the egg sellers, the feed millers, the hatchery producers, the input dealers, and consumers, all came up to say that if we stop this campaign, our business will collapse. Because now many people are eating eggs and the market is good. So why don't you start or continue what the Americans have left us? So that is where these stakeholders I've just mentioned decided to set up a new secretariat called the Ghana National Egg Secretariat. It is a secretariat that has been registered, duly registered in Ghana, and that gives us the authority to work in every part of the country.
And what are the research projects that the organization is carrying out?
How?
What are the research projects that the organization have carried out? Or the project that you already have done until now?
Well, what we have done until now was first to get the health people inside. So we went to the Ghana Health Service to find out if their nutrition officers can help us. So they gave us their nutrition officers to be trained in the egg consumption benefits. Because for Ghana, there was no information about eggs. All that we knew was egg causes cholesterol. Egg is not good for consumption and so on. So we trained the health nutrition officers and the dietitians from the Dietetic Association of Ghana. And these are the people we have gotten to use in the training for the people. So apart from just the campaign, we have also given knowledge to a service like the Ghana service, the Ghana Health Service, and the nutritionists. Yeah.
And Dr. Comfort, how is the organization working with the community and also with the egg producers?
Thank you. the organization is working very close with the community. We have selected different methods of doing it. We know that everybody goes to the hospital. Women give birth to children. And the myth, when I talk of myth, that is the misconception surrounding consumption of egg, is so bad to the extent that children are not even allowed to eat eggs. Pregnant women are not allowed to eat eggs. So for the community outreach, we work with the hospitals. We go to the POD, the outpatient, the OPD, the outpatient department, where people have come to the hospital to seek treatment. We give talk about the importance of eggs, the benefit of eggs. And that time, we use the nutrition officers and the dietitians, who are the people in the health. And when they talk, they listen to them. After that, we just ask a question. How many people have not eaten egg for some time now? You see almost everybody raising their hand, meaning they don't eat it. So in the communities, whilst we are giving the education, we also cook eggs, plenty of eggs. And in Ghana, we eat eggs together with chili pepper, ground one. So we give it out together with the pepper, and we make sure that everybody enjoys the egg there. So there, you find somebody who has never eaten eggs, but on tasting it, oh, so this is egg. Then they start eating it. So this is how we have reached the community. From the hospitals, we also go to schools, both the high schools and the junior schools, to the universities, all to provide education, to encourage them, so that they will also have the latest information about egg consumption and about the benefit of eggs. And they can, in turn, tell their parents or whoever meet. Another point is that when we go to the community, we have prepared this handout, which is a summary of the importance of eggs. It's summarized in such a way that anybody looking at the Ghana girl in the middle, you look at the eye. It tells you why you should eat eggs for your eyes. That the blood, the muscle, the bone, so the whole body is summarized here. So when you look at this handout, you can easily know why you should eat eggs. And you get convinced once you see it and you've seen others. And then they hear us also on the television, local television, on the radio, interviews. We give talks all over the place. Anytime there is a program that is connected to agriculture, you find Ghana National Egg Campaign Secretariat there to go and talk and to give free eggs to people to eat. In addition to this, Ghana, most Ghanaians, I would say, consume eggs only either by boiling in water or by frying. They also take it at times in cakes. But taking our economy, not everybody can enjoy cake all the time. So the only thing is to buy one egg with your pepper and then you are okay. Now, we have produced this cookbook. It is for free. The cookbook is talking about the various dishes, that is our own native meals, which eggs can be used. So if you don't have money to buy fish, use egg. If you can't buy meat, use egg. And this is what we have here. And it has so many dishes that are here. We have trained people to use it. You can also use it in soups and in everything. And then the protein which egg contains will be there for you. A research result which we had, I know you will come to that, but was that we have the Ghana school feeding program. That is for children who are coming from very poor homes and cannot get a square meal or even breakfast before going to school. So the government has taken it upon itself to provide food for such children in the school. That is what we call the Ghana School Feeding Program. Now it has come out that for every 100 children, you can scramble 20 eggs and add it to whatever food has been prepared for the children. If it is rice, you just mix it with vegetables and the child is getting the protein. If it is soup, we put it there and so on. So now we know that you don't need 100 eggs to feed 100 children to get the 20 RDA we are talking about. But if you give 20 to 100, every child will get the 20 RDA, the 20 protein, which the school feeding is asking for. Then the other ingredients will give the 10 to make up the 30%. So when the child goes home, then the mother, whatever it takes in the house, comes together to give the required protein for the day. So these are some of the ways that we are helping the community.
Good. It's pretty good. Congratulations
Thank
for your work.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Comfort, what are the current challenges in the egg production in Ghana?
The challenges, I will even sum all the challenges to the cost of production. Farmers are having a hard time feeding their birds because the cereal, that is the corn, the price of the corn has gone 300 times or 300%. So farmers are producing at a very high cost, but the price of the egg remains the same. Farmers are not able to break even. So most of the farmers, I can say that as I speak now, about 65% of poultry farmers in Ghana have stopped or are producing halfway, have stopped. So they had no choice but to increase the price of the egg a little bit so that at least they can also make not profit, break even. Now, immediately the price went up. Those our clients, the consumers we have gained, have either stopped or reduced the number. That is the biggest challenge. All other challenges can come in, but our biggest challenge now is the cost of production, which has affected the price of the egg and which has caused the market to be very low. Some of the farmers who are even producing now at the new price, even some are trying to reduce it. Nobody buys it. So the egg sellers are in trouble. They are talking because consumers have reduced it. Now, due to this, there is a glut. When I talk of a glut, previously before the campaign, immediately during the Christmas, which is in December, egg price or egg sales go up and up and up, and people run after eggs early in the morning and so on. That can run through till about February. Then during the Muslim fasting, we call it Ramadan, it also continues. But immediately the Ramadan goes off in May, nobody buys eggs. And there is a glut. And that is where farmers have a lot of problems. Some even dump the eggs in the soil, in the ground. Especially in the villages where schools are not many. You give a few to the students and the rest are sitting there looking at your face and getting rotten. So they just throw them away. Glut is our problem. But as it is now, cost of production prices of inputs have doubled and tripled. And this is, keeping the farmers away. Most farmers have closed down. And that is what we are looking at now.
Then, Dr. Comfort, how does your organization support the producers under those problems?
It is to lobby the government. Because what we know, with my few years experience, I'll say few, but I'm an old lady, with my few experiences here and there, during certain times of the year, we have lean season for corn production, because we grow a lot of white maize, white corn, and that is what the people use in their foods. Our staple food is corn. And it is the same corn which is used in preparing the feed for the birds. So, with the experience I had, during some governments, the ruling of certain governments, at certain times of the year, they imported yellow maize to augment what we have in the country. And when the yellow maize started coming, the people in Ghana said, yellow maize is meant for the chicken, not for human consumption, because we are eating the white one. So at least the price was okay and production was okay. Now, people are eating the yellow maize as well as the white maize. Now it gets to a point where the maize is needed, the government is not bringing in anymore. And what we produce in Ghana are also being sold outside Ghana in the neighboring countries. So it is a problem. Maize, which is our main source of energy, is always not there. And the only thing we can do is to lobby the government and see whether the government will come to their aid, provide subsidy, so that at least inputs will be a bit meaningful. Then we are also encouraging them with all this education we are giving them. We tell them that if you have education, nobody takes it away from you. So with your education in feed, how to mix feed with the various feeding materials, you can produce your own feed at a much lower cost, using least cost formulation. This is what we are teaching them. So we provide a lot of education, teaching methods to the farmers, so that at least they will not be found wanting. Yes. So, and we are always there. Ministry of Health is there to support them. Ghana Health Service is there. The Trade Ministry. We are working hand in hand with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. And we are always going there, representing them. We have a very big organization, which we call the Ghana National Poultry Farmers Association. Okay. It is the mouthpiece of all farmers in the country. And even the Ghana National Egg Campaign Secretariat, the board chairman is the chairman for NAF, we call it, Ghana National Association of Poultry Farmers. So if farmers have problems, they have the door. They have the group. NAF is there for them to go and tell your story. And NAF always finds a way to support them. It is not easy. It's just easier said than done. But it's not easy at all. We are still on the back of the government to see whether he can give us some subsidy or bring in yellow maize to support what we are producing in the country at a much cheaper price. And once the production, the prices of inputs go down, production will also go up. Those who have stopped will come in, and then the business continues again.
Then, Dr. Comfort, how has egg production been in Ghana in the last 5 years?
Egg consumption in Ghana in the last 5 years has really gone up. In fact, when we started in 2016, we were trying to get the per capita consumption of eggs for Ghana. We contacted FAO, and the only figure they had there for Ghana was the per capita consumption of Ghanaians was between 12 and 20 eggs per person per year. That was the record that was there, because nobody was interested in that. Nobody looked for it. But then, in 2017, 2018, we did the first egg consumption survey, because we had done it for almost 2 years. And it may interest you to know that in 2018, the figure had shot up to 111 eggs per person per year. That was the consumption rate. We did it again 2019. It had also gone up a little bit, but now 2020, it has gone up to 115 eggs per person per year. So in the last 5 years, consumption of eggs, selling of eggs, production of egg was up there. Was up. And farmers didn't have problems selling their eggs. Even we were able to register the Ghana Egg Sellers Association, so that they will also have a mouthpiece to face the farmers if they had problems. Yes. So that is what we have done also for them. And that makes it easy for anybody who wants to go into the egg selling business or to go into poultry farming to see Ghana National Association of Poultry Farmers. So for the last 5 years, I think the sales of egg, the consumption of egg has really gone up. And this includes children. Because one of the myths, which at times I don't want to say it, but I have to, is that in some areas in Ghana, even as I talk to you now, children are not supposed to eat eggs. Because if you give egg to a child, he will grow up to become a thief. So children are never to go close to eggs. Unless when you grow and you want to eat it, fine. But if during the childhood, the child was prevented, do you think when he grows, he will eat it? No. So, and then coupled with all these cholesterol problems and so on, that person will never eat eggs. So now that the education is going, we hope and we believe, if we are not there, we are almost there, that everybody will accept eggs and eat it.
And what is the market status in Ghana?
The market in 5 years ago, the market was wonderful.
And now?
And now it is serious because the farmers have increased it. We used to buy eggs for 15. Okay, let me use mine. 15 cedis, that will be $1.20 for a crate of 30 eggs. A tray of 30 eggs used to be $1.20. As we speak now, a tray is almost $3 or more. So people cannot buy them. We have girls who cook eggs, carry them, walk around, and sell them to those who cannot afford to buy plenty and keep in the house. So at least your 1 egg a day, you get somebody selling it. And then she will add onion and tomato and pepper and off you go. Now, that egg is expensive. So those girls who were employed by that type of business have stopped. Because they will carry just 30 eggs and it will take them almost the whole day and it will not finish. So this is the situation in which we are now. Eggs are expensive, so because of that, people are not buying them. Yeah.
Finally, Dr. Comfort, how the Ghana egg market is expected to grow in the next 5 or 10 years? Or
Yeah. We want the Ghana egg market to grow in size, in quality, and to be all over the place. And by doing that, we wanted to get the standard as for every product. You have to get your ISO standard, so and so. Good. So the United States Department of Agriculture, the USDA, and the American Soya Bean Association, ASA, supported the Ghana National Association of Poultry Farmers and the Ghana National Egg Campaign Secretariat to develop an egg standard for Ghana. We call it the edible egg in shell. And the standard number is going to be GS 1261 2019. Why did we do this? We have done this to encourage farmers to improve on their market strategies so that they will not only sell in Ghana, they will sell across the borders. They will sell globally and make good money. Then we are instilling some sort of education. Apart from that, we are also instilling some quality into them so that you cannot just produce any egg and bring it on the market and people will buy it. And then we are also training those who are the direct customers for the farmers, the egg sellers. They should know how to store their eggs. They should know how to clean the eggs. They should know where to package them. And they should know how to present them to the consumer so that if anybody is buying the egg, he knows this is my money. My money can afford a grade A egg, or grade B, or grade C. We are not doing that now. So if that is done, the market will really go far. And people can come in and buy Ghana eggs. This is the standard, the pictorial part of the standard, which has been given. And the Ghana Standard Authority is going round with the Ghana National Egg Campaign Secretariat to educate farmers, egg sellers, consumers, and all the stakeholders in the poultry value chain to know these standards so that you produce accordingly. Because if you don't do that, you fall off the market. And that is the message we are giving them. And they will find other avenues in the supermarkets because they want good packages with the date, expiry date, and production date, and so on. So this is what we are doing, and we feel that if this is accepted, in the next 5-10 years, Ghana eggs will go places, and many farmers will be attracted to it again. And we are also asking farmers to produce their own corn, to have a company that can produce maize or corn for them at affordable price and when it is needed. So the Ghana National Association of Poultry Farmers has signed a memorandum with the Ghana National Service Secretariat so that instead of the Ghana National Service students doing other things, we need a group also to go and grow maize. And the poultry farmers are ready to buy the maize and store so that at the lean season, they will also be in production. So these are the things, some of the measures we have put in place to get the egg market booming in the next 5-10 years or future.
Well, Dr. Comfort, it was very interesting to know about the current situation in Ghana. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time. And thank you to all the people that is watching this interview.
Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you so much.